Welcome. If you've ever caught yourself scrolling endlessly through social media, feeling overwhelmed by expectations, or wondering why it's so hard to let things go, you're not alone. And more importantly, you're in the right place. Long before the pressures of the digital age, ancient thinkers known as the Stoics lived by timeless principles. Surprisingly, their wisdom speaks directly to the very struggles we face today. How to stay grounded, focused, and calm amidst the noise. In the next few minutes, you'll discover 20 simple yet transformative Stoic principles, tools to help you navigate life with more clarity and less chaos. 1. Control what's within, release what's without. Imagine this. It's a rainy Tuesday. You've made the perfect cup of tea. Just as you're about to take a sip, your cat knocks it over. The old reaction? Frustration, blame, maybe even a ruined day. But Stoicism offers a different lens. We suffer more in imagination than in reality. Seneca: you can't control the rain or the cat, but you can control your response. The Stoic path teaches us to focus only on what's within our control, our thoughts, our reactions, our choices. When life throws curveballs, a late delivery, a glitchy Zoom call, pause, breathe, choose your response. That's your power. 2. Be fully present. Do not let the future disturb you. You will meet it if you meet the present well. Marcus Aurelius. Modern life is fast. Notifications, deadlines, endless to-dos. But the Stoics remind us, the present moment is all we truly have. How many meals have passed unnoticed? How many conversations half heard, lost in thought? Being present isn't just awareness, it's experiencing life fully. Savor your food, listen deeply, feel the breeze. This moment right now is your life. 3. Accept change as part of nature. Seasons change without resistance. So why do we resist change in our own lives? A new job, a lost relationship, a shift in plans. These are part of life's natural rhythm. Epictetus reminds us, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. Change is not the enemy, it's the path. Trust the unfolding. Let each transition shape you into something wiser, something more whole. 4th, let go of external validation. In a world driven by likes, shares, and followers, it's easy to tie our worth to public opinion. But Stoicism calls us inward. Your value isn't measured by digital applause. It's rooted in your actions, your integrity, your effort. Epictetus said, "Man is not worried by real problems, but by his imagined anxieties about them." Release the need to be seen. Focus instead on being true, to yourself, to your values. That's where peace lives. 5. Practice voluntary discomfort. We live in a world built for convenience. One-tap food delivery, instant answers, climate control everywhere. But here's a Stoic twist. Occasionally choose discomfort. Why? Because doing hard things on purpose builds inner strength. Seneca advised, set aside a certain number of days, during which you shall be content with the scantiest and cheapest fare, with coarse and rough dress, saying to yourself the while, is this the condition that I feared? Cold showers, digital detoxes, walking instead of driving. When you choose discomfort, you remind yourself, I can endure more than I think. Comfort is optional, character is not. 6. Remember, memento mori. You are going to die. That's not morbid, it's freeing. The Stoics didn't shy away from this truth. In fact, they embraced it. You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Marcus Aurelius' memento mori doesn't mean obsessing over death. It means living fully now. No more putting off your dreams. No more drifting. You're on borrowed time. Use it wisely. 7. Practice negative visualization. Instead of fearing the worst, visualize it calmly. Not to worry, but to prepare. What if your project failed? What if you lost that job? What if the trip gets canceled? The Stoics would imagine the worst, not to feel miserable, but to rehearse their resilience. Seneca called this premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of misfortune. When the worst doesn't happen, you feel gratitude. When it does, you feel ready. 8. Choose virtue over outcome. In a results-driven world, we chase success, likes, titles, trophies. The Stoic shift: detach from results, focus on effort. You don't control how people respond. You do control how you show up. Virtue, courage, honesty, perseverance is the goal. Do what's right, even if no one sees. Even if it doesn't work out. As Epictetus said, first say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. 9. Embrace community and responsibility. Stoicism isn't isolation. It's not be tough and go alone. It's showing up for others with strength and compassion. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "What brings no benefit to the hive brings none to the bee." We're wired for connection. You're not separate from the world. You're part of it. So act with integrity. Support others. Contribute more than you consume. That's Stoicism too. 10. Return to the practice, daily. You don't have to master Stoicism today. In fact, you never will. The Stoics weren't perfect. They struggled, failed, and kept going. What made them Stoic wasn't flawless wisdom. It was daily practice. A few minutes of journaling, a pause before reacting, a quiet moment in the morning. The goal isn't to be unshakable. It's to be a little more centered than you were yesterday. 11. Don't outsource your peace. You might think peace comes after the perfect job, the perfect partner, the perfect place. But the Stoics remind us, peace is an inside job. Epictetus said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." That means no one can give you peace, and no one can take it away unless you hand it over. The algorithm, the critics, the economy, none of them own your peace, unless you let them. Guard your mind like it's sacred, because it is. 12. Make your circle a gym, not a couch. Your environment shapes you. Choose people who challenge you, not just comfort you. Seneca warned, associate with people who are likely to improve you. That doesn't mean cutting everyone off. It means surrounding yourself with those who train your character. Do they hold you to a higher standard or enable your worst habits? Your circle should push you, like a gym, not lull you, like a couch. Because iron sharpens iron, and mediocrity dulls it. 13. Don't add your story to reality. A person cuts you off in traffic. That's a fact. They're disrespectful, selfish, and ruining my day. That's your story. The Stoics teach events are neutral. It's your judgment that makes them good or bad. Marcus Aurelius said, "If you are pained by any external thing, it is not this thing that disturbs you, but your own judgment about it." So practice catching yourself. Ask, what actually happened? And what story am I layering on top? Most suffering isn't from reality. It's from our reaction to it. And reactions can be unlearned. 14th, let go so you can lead. Control is seductive. We want to manage everything. People's opinions, outcomes, timing. But control is mostly an illusion. The Stoic move, let go of control and lead with clarity. Accept what you can't influence. Take bold action where you can, and trust the process. Like a skilled sailor, you don't control the wind, you adjust the sails. That's leadership. That's Stoicism. 15. The obstacle is the way you hit a wall, a rejection, a loss, a failure. The instinct? Resist, complain, quit. But the Stoics say, go through it, because the obstacle is the way. Marcus Aurelius wrote, what stands in the way becomes the way. The challenge you're facing, it's not a detour, it is the path. Use it. Learn from it. Grow through it. Fire gets stronger when you add fuel. So do you. 16. Seek progress, not perfection. The Stoic doesn't aim to be flawless. They aim to be better. Epictetus said, "Progress is not achieved by luck or accident, but by working on yourself daily. You'll lose your temper, miss the mark, fall short. But that's not failure. That's feedback. The only true failure? Stopping. So don't chase perfection. Chase small, consistent progress. That's how character is built." 17. You're not your thoughts. Some thoughts are helpful. Some are lies. Some are noise. The Stoics remind us, you are not your thoughts. You are the one who watches them. Epictetus said, "It's not things themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them." So when your mind spins with doubt or fear, pause. Ask, is this thought useful? Is it true? You don't have to believe everything you think. In fact, you shouldn't. 18. Silence is strength. Not every opinion needs to be voiced. Not every insult needs a response. The Stoics practiced restraint, not weakness, but power. Marcus said, "Don't waste what's left of your life in speculating about others. It keeps you from doing anything useful." Silence isn't passive, it's precision. When you don't react, you reclaim control. Sometimes the strongest move is saying nothing and staying still. 19. Character over reputation. Reputation is what others think of you. Character is who you are when no one's watching. The Stoics chose character every time. Seneca said, "Seek not the applause of the crowd, but the approval of your own conscience." Your reputation can be taken, twisted, misunderstood. But your integrity, that's yours. When you lay your head down at night, ask, did I act with courage, with honesty, with discipline? That's what matters. 20. Practice premeditatio malorum, negative visualization. Want to suffer less? Picture things going wrong before they do. The Stoics called this premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of evils, not to dwell in fear, but to prepare your mind. Imagine the flight being canceled, the deal falling through, the unexpected bill. Then when it happens, you're not shocked. You're steady. That's not pessimism. That's Stoic armor. Final thought. In a noisy world that profits from your distraction, Stoicism is a quiet rebellion. It's not about escaping life. It's about engaging with it more deeply, with intention and courage. So next time life throws a challenge your way, ask yourself, what would a Stoic do? Then take a breath. And do that